Says you're live. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, there are already 6 people here. You guys are so cool. Hey, yes, this is going to be a short show. I'm glad you guys are here already. So if you are here, let me know where you're coming from. I see a couple of you guys in the UK, so good evening to you there. Katie, how are you? And Dave, nice to see you guys here. Hey, so here's the thing about why these are going to be shorter now. Because at least for the month of Vlogtober, couple of reasons. I have a huge project going on. In case you haven't been around, I am doing Vlogtober. Okay, so that means that I'm vlogging. I'm putting up a video every day in the month of October, and that's a big project. So the reason why these are short is I have a lot of other video to cover. I have a lot of other editing and writing and shooting to do. So it's kind of a jam-packed month. The other issue is that with these videos when I make them an hour long, I end up being completely drained by the time I'm turned off with you guys at 1 o'clock here in Denver. So it's a lot. And I want to shorten these shows and make them real quick and just super fun, super fast. So who's here? AC101, hello, welcome. Lindsay, hi from Toronto. Mosey Cat, first time you get to see the video live, welcome. So it is going to be short. I'm glad you guys are here. Robbie, hello from Maryland. William, nice to see you. Marie, nice to see you. Happy Thursday to you as well. So here's the thing. Here's how Vlogtober is working so far. We are only 4 days in, but I am consistent. I am, if I've done anything, I am consistent. Jen, hello from New Hampshire. I did see you come in. And Stephanie, nice to see you as well. So with Vlogtober, I am actually going to do a whole video about how I do this and why I do it. Vlogtober is a lot of fun for me. Well, any time when I get to do a vlog every day opportunity. I don't do it every time it comes around because it's a lot. Because it started with vlog every day in April. That's probably the big one that a lot of YouTubers do. Then there's Veda. That's vlog every day in April. Then there's Veda August. That is not quite as popular. Not quite as many people do it, but it is pretty popular. Then you have Vlogtober and Vlogmas. So you have October and December respectively. They're a lot of fun, and these types of things, these projects are when I get to take suggestions from you guys and do something a little different outside of the training tips and my weekend updates. I usually kind of stockpile a lot of your ideas, and if they don't quite fit into 1 or 2 of those things, I will plug them into an event like this, kind of a festival type thing. So I have some great videos coming up for you that don't fit into that training tips, running specific, some behind the scenes stuff, a lot of great things. So that's coming up for you in October. Now, I do well when I plan ahead. And when I plan ahead, I have this alliterative thing. So Training Tuesday is going to be the same as always. Wednesdays, Wine and Dine Wednesday. All right. So starting next week, we are going to start talking about Wine and Dine. And yes, Jen, the event guide is up for Wine and Dine weekend. If you haven't seen that, in fact, here you go. That is the virtual guide. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, actually quite a bit. Yeah, on Wednesday. So I'm going to look through all of it. And I want to come back to Wine and Dine here in a second, actually run Disney stuff. So Training Tuesday, Wine and Dine Wednesday. Thursdays are kind of my live/interview thing. They used to be Thursday tutorials. Now I do either a live or some kind of interview. Then Friday favorites. social Saturdays. So it has something to do with the social aspect of running. Then Sundays are my weekend updates. Mondays are random Mondays. So that was as good as it got. So Monday coming up is going to be a lot of fun. I just finished working on that video. That is what Vlogtober is going to look like. Okay, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Yes, Lindsay, a lot of people do miscellaneous Mondays. That's kind of what that is. Monday musings, I like that too. See, you guys are helping me with the alliterative thing. It used to also be Throwback Thursday. When I did this a couple of times, I would do like a throwback type video from my running and triathlon journey before I jumped into vlogging. And so things like I would recount stories from when I was in triathlon and the first time I did a Run Disney race. So there's a whole playlist actually about Throwback Thursday. I don't have any of those planned. If you guys want to see a Throwback Thursday video from me, let me know. Like if you have any ideas what that would be, what race or what type of thing you would want to see from me. So that's why the live shows are going to be short. I've got this one, and then I'm going to skip next week because I've got something else fun for you next week. And then I'm going to do another live show 2 weeks from now. So that is Monday Mumbles. I do that every day, and Monday Mumbles. Yes. And yeah, Tempo Tuesday, Track Tuesday. That's another one. I see a lot of that with their running too. And it just helps me organize my thoughts, at least to start. So when I do these Vlogtober or, vlog every day festival type things, I have a general idea of what I'm doing. So what else? If you guys have any questions for me, throw them in the chat. I will. Hello, Christine. Nice to see you. Welcome. Next up, we talked about Run Disney. And that is, let's see, what just came out, the Wine and Dine virtual guide. As far as I can tell, Meredith, hello. I did get your email. I'm very excited. Oh, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. Thursday thoughts. See, what you don't see a lot of is that I'm very pensive. My brain is always on, even at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's ridiculous. Luis, hello from Brazil. We're okay, Christine. Yeah, what are we trying to name? I explained a little bit about how I do Vlogtober, and I use alliterative terms for the day of the week. So everybody's throwing out ideas. I have random Mondays, training Tuesdays, Wine and Dine Wednesdays for the month of Vlogtober, and so on. So you get kind of that idea. So let's see. Let's talk Run Disney real quick. There are a bunch of you that were at Run Disney Paris. Welcome home. I'm so excited that I saw so many pictures up there, and I loved your t-shirt. That was amazing. I'm so glad you guys had a lot of fun. I talked with Jen the other day, and we had a great conversation about how that differed from the races here in the States. And it is quite a bit different. I loved seeing all of your pictures. So thank you guys so much, that you guys that were there, for posting all of your pictures in the Joyful Miles Running Club, on your personal pages, all of that. I really, really appreciated that. I missed out on it. It's a good thing that I didn't go, but I was just so happy to see all of you guys kind of hanging out together. So somebody has a question. What is your process for setting time goals? Excellent question, Katie. Did I see another one in there? I do want to make sure I'm not. Oh, thank you, William. You enjoyed the Throwback Thursdays. I'm trying to come up with ideas. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Process for setting time goals. That's a great question. My personal process, I usually base it off of what I just did. Okay. So taking Beat the Blurch out of it, which is my most recent half marathon, that had conditions that warranted me not even coming close to setting a PR. Lots of conditions under those circumstances. When I look at a PR or a time goal type thing, for example, I'm kicking around the idea of trying to PR a marathon. Okay. Now, my PR for the marathon was set back in 2014 in January down in Arizona. I look at that and it was 4 hours and 40 minutes. Based on that time and some of my faster, longer distance races, half marathon, 10 miles, I look at those and I say, okay, what can I do in the time I'm going to give myself? So if I were to go down to Walt Disney World and try to PR, I don't know that I could. I might be able to, but I haven't been working that long on those long runs at that type of level. Okay. If I gave myself a year and said, okay, a year from now, I'm going to, try to get into Chicago Marathon, Jen, like what you and I were talking about, that, if I wanted to try to get into Chicago and try to PR that race, that gives me a lot of time to develop speed. And then as we get closer, develop speed at distance. I don't want to work on both of those in a short period of time. So it's how much time I'm giving myself to train. Another thing you can look at, and there are so many of them out there. If you look up pace calculator online, Macmillan is a really good one. You can say the way Macmillan's has theirs laid out is you enter, we'll just use my example. So I just did a 10K. It asks you for your current fitness level. I just did a 10K at 102. I want to do a half marathon at 210. Okay. So what it would do is give me the pace calculation at my current fitness level for the 10K and a half marathon. And these are approximate. Okay. Then it would say how hard I would have to work, basically what I would have to achieve in the time I'm training for that half marathon goal. Does that help? Those are the kinds of things I look at, and I really dig into the research. What kind of time am I going to have? Now, as we get closer to a race, then, oh, Brian, yes, good question. So then when I get closer to a race, I will say, okay, what did I actually get done in training? Okay. Because if I got sick, if I got injured, and this happened a couple of years ago at Boulder, I really wanted to PR Boulder, but I got hurt and I was out. I was down for 3 weeks. I didn't run for 3 weeks. So that got in the way. And so when I got to that race, I thought, okay, I'm going to let that PR idea go. And I'm going to say, here's what I'm going to do. I just went out and I had fun. I did as hard as, actually, I believe I still set a course PR for that race. I wanted to set an all-time PR, but I set a course PR for that race. So that was one of the great things about that particular instance. Does that help, Katie? Good. I'm glad. Very helpful. Yes. So when you're looking, and yes, and Katie, you bring up a very good point. So for a lot of novice and runners, it's the idea of, okay, well, I want to go longer this time. Okay, well, I want to go longer this time. And then we get to a certain point where we've done all the distances. Now we want to look at how are we going to still improve, but do things differently. So yeah, let's see what else. I want to go back because I'm seeing you guys just jump in and I love it. You guys are talking to each other. Let's see. Oh, you guys are all talking, just catching up after Paris. Manic Monday. Oh, Lindsay, that's a fantastic idea. Manic Monday. Focus on a crazy scenario you witnessed on race days. That actually would more often than not be me. I love that. That would be a lot of fun. And now, thank you very much. That earworm is going to be in my head. You guys can sing it if you know it. All right. Let's see what else. To bounce off of that, do your structure. This is Brian. To bounce off of the goal setting thing, do you structure your half marathon race strategies in a certain way? Yes, and they are very individual. I think it depends on the course. And this is where I really dig into the data. I dig into the course maps. How many turns are there? How many people historically are in this race? How, you know, if it's 5 to 10,000, it's a smaller race. If it's smaller than that, you're wide open. How long is the race? What is it on trail? Is it on road? So I look at all of those pieces and I adapt my goals based on that. So for example, Blurch was a little interesting because it was straight uphill, not straight uphill. I mean, it was a net uphill on the way out, and then it's a course on the way back. So as an out and back course going uphill and back downhill, I set my goals for that race to go slower in that first half and then faster in the second half. What I did not take into account was the fact that it was pouring down rain. Different story entirely. But if you have something flatter, like a Walt Disney World race, those are pancake flat, right? Ogden was a downhill race. Slacker was a downhill race. You change your expectations based on the race in question. And again, going back to Katie's question, the training you've done, the amount of time you've given yourself. So that probably, does that help a little bit more, Brian? What's your strategy for hydrating during a long run? That's what I do, Amanda. So I have a belt with two 18-ounce bottles, 15 miles on Sunday. If you find that that's not enough for you, and I think that's plenty, you should be okay unless it's super hot and humid where you are. On much longer runs, 4 hours, I will have as many bottles as I can carry on my belt and carry a disposable, not a disposable bottle, but like just an off the shelf plastic water bottle, you know, Dasani or whatever. I'll buy it at the gas station right across the street and I'll stash it, because then I won't have to, I'll drink out of my belt and I'll stash it behind like a light pole or something. And then I'll run out and I'll run back. It's usually an out and back course. And then on the way back, if I've run out of water, then I have that stash and I refill my water bottles. So I hope that helps. Good luck on your 15 miler. That sounds like a lot of fun. Let's see. I always give myself targets. Manic Monday. I know, right? Unfortunately, I can't use that because I monetize the channel. So I would get dinged by YouTube. Brian, running your first half next week, planning to negative split. Good luck. Yeah, no, that is exactly how I break that down if the course allows it. So Beat the Blurch was not a good one to do that. 5 miles, and a 5K. That is perfect. If it is a relatively flat course, that is exactly how I would do it. I didn't do that for Blurch. I did do that for Ogden because it was flat in the first 5 miles, downhill in the second 5 miles, and then a slight uphill in the last 5K. That's exactly how I would do it. And it helps your brain chunk that up quite a bit. One of the things that Dr. Ross and all of the mental toughness training I've been doing, what does he say? Oh, run the hour that you're in. So our brains can only process so many digits at a time. So if we're looking at a 13.1 miles, if we chunk it up and say, okay, this 5 miles here, I'm looking at about an hour, right? Or, you know, give or take. Some people take much less time. Some people take a little bit more time. Approximately an hour. So if you're looking at the 5 miles and a 5 miles and a 10K, you've got it. Okay. That's exactly how I would do that, Brian. So good luck. Good luck with you on that one. What else? Hills motivate you, Dave. Oh, hills are fun. I'm actually working on finding my motivation on hills. Okay. Can you try out a pack out? Yes. That's the other thing. I haven't actually tried. Jen brings up those hydration packs, but definitely get one that is gender specific. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but men and women are built differently. Unisex means men. I'm just saying, okay? No judgment. I'm just saying unisex means men. That's all I'm saying. What else? Hello, Andy, the FOD runner. Guys, Andy, I'm glad you're here, Andy, because I wanted to give you another shout out. You had a fantastic live show yesterday. Guys, head over to the FOD runner. His live show yesterday, I almost never catch a good live show. I'm usually looking at it far after the fact, and I'm way behind on all of my video watching. But Andy was talking yesterday about heart rate versus rate of perceived exertion. Great conversation around that. It is tough. Sometimes it's individual opinion. And Andy has switched over to primarily running by heart rate. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Andy. But that was a fantastic live show, and you can stream it now, or you can watch it after the fact now. Great conversation on that. So check out his videos as well. Here's the thing. I'm already 20 minutes in. These videos go super fast. Any other questions, throw them in me. Let me see. You have 3 late races left for the year. Guys, you are just chatting up a storm. I love it. As I said, Wine and Dine, and I left the link up there. Wine and Dine virtual guide is up. I'm going to go through that guide, and I'm going to have a video for you on Wednesday Wine and Dine. So that's going to come up. Also, if you are doing Walt Disney World Marathon weekend, half marathon, full marathon, goofy, dopey, proof of time is due in 5 days on October 9th. If you haven't already submitted your proof of time, make sure that gets in by Tuesday. The other thing too is Run Disney has completely redesigned their website. It's really fun because if you haven't seen it and you're a fan of the Joyful Miles crew, we are like the Joyful Milers are all over it. So you've got Jackie, Rob, and Laura on the 10K page. You've got Kimberly Esterbrook, Copley Couture is in there. It was just like, it was all of a sudden the Joyful Miles show, which was great. So I love that, that all of those pictures came up. It is a little different to navigate. I think it makes more sense, but I do think because it's so different from the old website, they just redid it. So take your time, kind of go through all of that as you're going, as you're getting ready for Wine and Dine. And then if you're doing marathon weekend, let's see, Meredith. I wish I was doing marathon weekend, Meredith. They just announced a new dining opportunity with Snow. I did see that. New dining opportunity with Snow White, Evil Queen, and Dopey and Grumpy. That I heard about through Touring Plans, the Disney Dish podcast with Jim Hill and Len Testa. Dave, thank you for asking. The Run the Year Challenge, Laura and I just had a conversation, and I'm going to post that next week. 2,000, if for those of you who don't know, 2,018 miles in 2018 between me and Laura Bowers from Joyful Miles. We just hit the 1,300 mile mark, and I did the math. Now, Laura is training for the marathon. So her marathon training is going to start kicking up. She's going to add a bunch more mileage in there. So what I did, we had to do the math. We're like, okay, if each of us do 120 miles per month for the rest of the year, we could do that. Now, my training is starting to back off in mileage, so I'm adding a lot of walks in there. So far, so good. I think I just accounted for my half of the miles. So I hit 1,009 miles yesterday. My goal is personally to do at least 1,200 miles on the year. That is my personal goal. Well, so we'll see how that ends up, but we had a conversation that's coming up on Thursday next week. That's actually what's going up next week. So thank you for that question. Proof time. Okay, computer stop. That's 25 minutes. Okay, 5-minute warning, folks. 5-minute warning. How are we already into October? That's a very good question. Okay, couple of quick announcements. For those of you who saw this, I know who wants to be involved, but I'm throwing it back out there. The collaboration. I am putting together a collaboration video, 30 seconds. I asked for 15 to 30. Meredith. I'm kidding. I loved the video. Meredith already submitted her video, and I loved hers. So Meredith went over just a little. It's okay. So if you guys can get that to me, this video isn't going to go up until much later it's going to go up on the 27th, I believe. That's going to be my social Saturday for the 27th. October 27th. So if you can have your video to me, to Bammer Grace, let me write that down. BammerGrace@gmail.com. Okay. If you can get that to me by the 20th, then I can pretty much guarantee you guys are going to be in it. I'm so excited to see. So take your time with it, guys. Plus it out the way you like to plus it out. I will give you guys shout outs, and I'm so excited to be doing this. This is one of those things that, once again, Andy over at the FOD Runner had just such a great collaboration. He's done this a couple of times. I can't send you a video, but can I use use photos? If you have like a photo collage kind of thing, the Apple products will put together a collage of photos if you've done that kind of thing too. So yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to close it out, you guys. Thank you for being here. Here's what's coming up tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. I have kind of a haul type video. I don't do haul videos. I don't go out and shop and then bring a bunch of stuff home. I kind of pull something from Amazon here, and I go to Roadrunner Sports there, and I pull something here. So I kind of collect things over time. But I'm doing a haul type video that's going up tomorrow. Some reviews of things that I've tried over the last few months or so. After that, we are talking about, I think, Jen, you had mentioned something about the people that support you in a recent video, the people that support you, who they are, and why they are important. So that is coming up on Social Saturday, and then Sunday's my weekend update. So I'll let you guys know how things are going. And guys, thank you so much. Great, quick conversation. It actually helped me focus quite a bit. Okay. Great questions. And if you do you accept WeTransfers? I don't know what that is. You can send it if you email it to me at Bammer Grace. It will go into my drive. I can download it into my Google Drive. So hopefully that will help. What is coming up? Let's see. So, yes, Wine and Dine Guide. I don't know I don't have that. So I don't know that I can. I will look into it. I am not the tech person in this house. I'm just going to leave it at that, because I am very happy that I married a technology guy, because, oh, that's broken. Great. Okay. Can you fix it, honey? Yeah, that's how this works. I'm very high concept. Don't ask me to get down into the nitty gritty. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Before you head out, please hit that thumbs up. Great live stream today, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. What do you want to see in the video? Oh, thank you. Yes. Who you are, where you are on social media. Katie, you read my mind. Who you are, where you are on social media. images, video or still images of where you run most frequently, like your neck of the woods. Toronto should be beautiful. And why you like to run, why you love running. Why do you run? Why you love running? Either one of those, answer either one of those questions. 30 to 60, well, I should say 15 to 30 seconds. It might end up, if you end up sending me a little bit more, but I do have, I will have to kind of scrunch it down a little bit. Guys, yes, Katie, yeah. All right. That's it. I see that awesome frame behind you. Very nice. Yeah. That thing right there, that's going up someplace. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Hit that thumbs up. I will see you on the next one. I will be back tomorrow with more stuff. So go find your awesome. Good night over there in the UK. Good afternoon. Have a great day. Have a great weekend coming up. If you're having a race, good luck. That's it for me today, guys. Go find your awesome. Until next time, happy running. Bye.